Hi Libra, this is going to be your reading on this channel for the second week of March. It's good for the Sun, Rising, Moon, or Venus sign of Libra. As always, please keep in mind this is a general message. It may not resonate with all of you. Check your other placements. Also, Libra, check out my sister channel called Soma Chandra Libra. It's a channel dedicated just to Libra and also Sagittarius. I do a lot of love readings over there for you guys, but I always read for you here on this channel as well too. So get into both collectives. If you're new, welcome, subscribe, and hit the bell. When you hit the bell, you know when I read for your sign. If you would like to book a private reading with me, the link to my website to schedule a live one-on-one with me is in the description below. Libra, I've pulled out this really beautiful spread for you this morning. It all flowed out very well, and the oracle cards played very nicely with the tarot cards. Sometimes the oracle cards will not seem to be incongruency with the tarot, which is not bad or wrong. It's like the oracle cards will touch on some different things that the tarot didn't. I feel as though the oracle cards very much support the tarot today, and I used the Kim Cran's Wild Unknown deck because I feel like it helps me focus more on you. Libra, I feel as though this second week in March, you're going to be reprioritizing, and you're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone a little bit and find your mojo. There are some exciting new cycles waiting for you to dive into, but I think some of it will take you some strength. I am going to start with the tarot, but then I'm going to come back to the oracle cards. I just want to show you what a few of them are first. What came out of this one really great little oracle deck that came free with a tarot deck I bought a few weeks ago, one card for you. It's a piece of advice. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Based on the tarot, I know that some of you do need to make some changes, but I think some of you might be afraid that you don't have what it takes. You do. You just need to find your personal power and your untapped hidden potential, Libra. And I think it will require you to let go of self-doubt, maybe make some changes, maybe refocus on budget and finances, and just sort of step outside of your comfort zone. But if you're paused and delaying for any reason, maybe asking yourself these questions will help you. So first, knowing that your life doesn't get better by chance. It gets better by change. Nothing's going to happen out there without your involvement in it, right? Sometimes the universe drops good luck into our lap, but then we have to manifest the rest. The first thing your guides want you to ask yourself is, am I clear on what my soul really wants? Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. So not what am I thinking, it's what am I feeling. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. So today, ask yourself what it is your soul really wants. What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. You don't have to finish the whole marathon today. Just one step, even if it's writing down what that step is. But it's really important to get clear on what you want at this time in love, in life, in career. I suspect for some of you this may be about career or doing something in regards to your personal development. Another question your guides want you to ask yourself is, where am I called to use my voice right now? This came out in reverse. I usually read reversals in tarot, not always, but often. They called me to today. Some of you are having a hard time speaking up about something that's important to you. You have a soul script. I love that, soul script. You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. So it's important to be brave and speak the truth right now. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. Yes, it's time for you to believe that your story matters, and so does your voice. So get clear about what you want right now, and think about what you're not saying to yourself and to others that you need to say. Some of you just need to speak up because nothing will change by chance, okay? You'll have to get out there and do it. I'll talk a little bit more about what the Chakra Oracle cards mean because this deck, you guys, it's the Chakra Wisdom Oracle Guide by Tori Hartman. I highly recommend it for personal growth and development. It will really help you guys. I see that you have an activation of universal consciousness, like trying to get in alignment with your soul, and also your second chakra, which is a very emotional chakra. Many of you feel as though you're at a bit of an impasse. You will need to rework some things. I'll read these tools to you. I suggest writing some of the things down that I read to you. It will help you. You're at an impasse in regards to your destiny, it would seem. Yeah. At the bottom of the deck, I do have the moon, hidden and untapped potential, the energy of Pisces and Cancer, things that are unseen. You might feel a bit insecure right now. You might be really listening to your intuition. There is a bit of illusion at play. It's a very dreamy, emotional energy. I feel as though some of you might be kind of really working through your emotions about some things. And I think it's your emotions that may be keeping you at an impasse. I do notice the Wheel of Fortune is here as well. Luck is on your side. I did see the Three of Swords here. The Wheel of Fortune to the Three of Swords, for me, I have a special name for that now. It's called the COVID Wheel of Fortune. I think that some of the changes you've wanted to make in your life are being deeply affected by the communicable disease that is affecting our planet. Some of you are very worried and maybe even aren't seeing that the destiny you're moving towards may involve working through some heartbreak. And that's okay. It's time to cut those cords and unravel those things and face the future and know that your luck is in your hands. Your destiny is in your hands. Things will line up for you. You just may not see it coming. And there may be some things you need to work through. So the first card that came out as I was asking the angels to help me with you guys is the Eight of Pentacles. This is about your daily life and routine and the Pentacle realm. Looks like this is all really about the Pentacle realm. The Eight of Pentacles is repetitive tasks that we do to mastery. It is sometimes about developing a skill or an apprenticeship. It is about sometimes the Eight of Pentacles just kind of minds its own business and does its work. I see you guys working really hard to create a supportive web for you and yours. So this could be about your career, what you do every day. The Eight of Pentacles to me is, what you do every day from waking hours to sleeping hours. And we often don't look up at our accomplishments. We just work and we work and we work. This is a good energy. Look how beautiful her web is. So I do think that you guys are thinking about something that you do repetitively to task to get good at it. This could be anything from a hobby, a skill you're trying to develop, your career. This could even be working out. Anything that you want to develop. But your challenge and the catalyst is the Magician, but the Magician is in reverse. So the Magician is really about knowing that you and you alone are the single catalyst for change in your own life. The Magician hustles. The Magician is resourceful. The Magician works alone. And he looks around and he says, do I have a plan? What are my resources? If I'm missing a resource, how do I get that one resource that I need? Do I need to learn a new skill? Do I need to buy something? What is my plan? And do I believe I can execute it? For some of you, this might be a younger person living in your home or someone that you are working with that's discovering their untapped hidden potential. This person may be an Aries, a Virgo, or a Gemini. Some of you have been working on something and someone else is not manifesting it with you. But I think this is about you, Libra, really knowing and believing that you can be the single catalyst for change. And knowing that if you want change in your life, it's not going to happen by chance. You're going to have to work really hard like this little spider and have a good plan. Just make a plan. If you feel as though you're in situations where you're abilities are going to waste or your wings are being clipped, address that. It's time to address that. What's driving you? Queen of Wands in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse. Some of you have connected to a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel that this is your energy, Libra. I love the Queen of Wands and I do like her in reverse. It's a feeling that all of us face quite a bit. Some of you are meant to be these courageous, confident, independent, very determined, outgoing, magnetic, and charming leaders and social butterflies. If you have that kind of personality, and many Libras do, some of you are feeling a little introverted and a little shy right now. The Queen of Wands in reverse reestablishes her own self-confidence. She establishes her own sense of self. That is to say, she says to herself, this is a person that says to themselves, who am I outside of my roles in other people's lives? Who am I outside of my role as father, mother, daughter, son, employee, employer? Am I confident to make it on my own or to define myself on my own? She's also very protective, very maternal and instinctive here. I also see that there is a deep stagnancy here for you with the Four of Swords in reverse. I think you've thought about something long enough, Libra. I think it's time to kind of uncoil. It's almost like this mommy is afraid that if she leaves her babies, they're going to get eaten. Do what you have to do to protect what's important to you, and realize that some of you have been sleeping on some really fiery, potent magic within you. Maybe it's because of COVID. Maybe something has hurt you in the past. Maybe some of you have just spent a lot of time alone and you're afraid that you've forgotten how to be inspiring and independent and magnetic and charming. That's okay. It's time to come out of a deep stagnation and work on your own magnetism and even self-esteem. Some of you have been ill or under the weather. Some of you haven't moved your bodies in a long time and you want to get back into great shape and great health. Just start slowly, move slowly. I think it's time to come out of a time of reevaluation and rest and meditation. You've thought about it and rested long enough. Deep within in recent past, though, I have the Hermit and the Queen of Swords. That's Libra energy. This could be another air sign you've connected to, or it's you, Libra. I'm seeing cards here of introversion. It's okay. You know, I myself, you guys, I may seem outgoing. I'm actually really not. I am a hermit. I'm an outgoing introvert. We do not have to be ta-da for everyone all the time. I see someone who's been very introverted as the Hermit with this Virgo energy. Sorry, I have an alarm going off here. There we go. So I see that deep within, you feel as though you've had to search your soul and do a lot of self-help, self-introspection. He is very wise. He's ready to share his knowledge with others. I see that subconsciously, you guys feel as though you need to be very direct and protect your heart right now. She comes up with really good solutions, this Queen of Swords. She's very, very smart as well. Some of you have been withdrawn from a person that you feel communicates well with you, but is kind of sharp with you. Or this is you, Libra. Look, I love how she's just sitting on her sword. She's very clever. How clever of this owl to use that sword as a tool. She too, like the Queen of Wands, is a very independent person. So I see that you have very unbiased judgment. You're very good with solutions. You're a very good direct communicator. This Queen of Swords absolutely wants you to use your voice. I think you're just being a little shy. That's okay. Maybe you're afraid to step out of a comfort zone. The advice that Spirit has for you this week is the Three of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. I think that's really great advice for just about any part of your life. It's really important for you to examine the full growth potential of everything moving forward. The Three of Wands is where we think about the future, but we stay in the present moment. We don't dwell on the past. We stay in our present moment and we ask, what's going to happen when my ships come in? It is a card of expansion and progress, but we have to have foresight before we move forward. So I think some of you are like, okay, I really want to work on something. I'm not feeling very confident. With the Hermit and the Four of Swords here, I've been kind of stagnant. I know I need to use my voice. I don't know that I have all the tools that I need to succeed, or before I actually make a plan and manifest, your guides are saying, before you just jump into it, yes, absolutely examine the full growth potential of what you want to do. Also, some of you need to take a conservative approach with finances right now. March may be a time of saving money for security. It's time to be conservative. Watch out for hanging on to things from the past that no longer serve you. You may have to have a little bit of a scarcity mindset right now, Libra, in order to have something, a goal that you have in mind, come through to fruition. I can hear it. Some of you are saying, well, I'm going to have to really be careful with my money right now. There's a resource that I need to have that I don't have. I need to invest in it. It will take you work. It will take you confidence. I can see that you guys are kind of holding back right now, but I think Spirit's just saying the only thing you really need to be conservative with is finances, so that you can have the future that you want. Outside of that, think about your future, not the past, and let go of things that you've been hanging on to that no longer serve you. Yeah, that's important. Anything that's not serving you, something emotional, something tangible. The next action you will take that's important this week, Libra, there are some things that these things I think can be changed and easily. With the Six of Swords in reverse and Judgment in reverse, I think you guys are kind of at a crossroads with something, and there's something that you need to leave behind, but you will not. You are having a hard time with it. The Six of Swords in reverse is where we circle the harbor. Watch out for repeating old patterns in any part of your life. The Six of Swords is a card of transition and change and releasing baggage that does not serve you. Some of you are hanging on to some baggage. You will go out of the frying pan into the fire. Some of you will repeat a cycle again that you've already played out, simply because you do not believe you can be the single catalyst for change. Or perhaps you have some unfinished business in a situation. If you have unfinished business, tie up any loose ends that you have right now, Libra, okay? Also, some of you are just slow to recover from something right now. Do not resist change. You are in a time of personal transition. It can be hard to release old patterns, especially when you do them so much that it's like rote, right? It's like rote. I think the Magician wants you to do something different. When Judgment comes out in reverse, some of you are judging yourselves very harshly. Do not doubt yourself. This is a card of self-doubt when it comes in reverse. Judgment is an absolute knowing, and to be able to make way for an ascension and a new beginning. It's beautiful. This dove is calling all of her babies to come out, almost to like come out of judgment, come out of persecution even. It looks like you guys think, some of you really feel like you have a very important judgment call to make. Perhaps you were having a hard time judging yourself. I think that maybe you just need to believe in it and let go of your past and think about the future. But I see you holding back. Just don't doubt yourself and be careful not to repeat old patterns. You might come back into the energy of the 5, which is conflict, loss, and change. Maybe it is a matter of timing. The way you see yourself is the Ace of Wands and Strength, Leo energy. Wow, I love that. So you see yourself as this Ace of Wands. You see yourself as someone who is inspired and inspiring. You have a spark here. It's a new opportunity with a lot of growth potential. But whatever this is about seems like a pretty big decision. And it will mean being unbiased. And it will mean taking all the wisdom that you've acquired up until now and having some confidence. And it will take you strength of character. It will mean that you will have to be brave. You may have to be compassionate as well. For whatever reason, this may be difficult. It will take you strength to do this, but you do see yourself as strong. You see yourself as strong with this Leo energy. So have that strength of character, because the hidden factor that you're not aware of is the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun, more Leo energy. You do have a pentacle here. You do have that pentacle. There is this fantastic seed that is meant to be planted. There will be enough sunlight to help it grow. You just might not be aware of it. We have the moon and the sun here when day is night and night is day. Lots of emotions. Your lower self and your higher self can come together in this situation, Libra. Okay, some of you maybe the sun can sometimes mean something far away. It may require travel relocation. It may take some time. Something may really come through to fruition for you in Leo season, which starts at the end of July. That's not that far away. That's a hidden factor for you. Your guides are saying, hey, whatever it is, it's a good idea. You just have to plant the seed, and it will need some sunlight. Yeah, but the way you're feeling, Knight of Swords in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Well, some of you are a little bit afraid to take a risk. Perhaps you're feeling a little out of your depth or out of your league. Maybe you need to be brave. Maybe you need a little bit more information. Maybe you need a little bit more experience. The Knight of Swords often goes rushing in. He doesn't think he has much to lose. The Knight of Swords is a leader, and he's brave, and he's direct, and he's a hero, and he is driven to succeed, and he's fast thinking and action oriented and very ambitious. With this Queen of Wands, Magician in reverse, and the Son of Swords, the Knight of Swords in reverse, some of you are just a little unfocused and restless. You might be feeling a little impulsive, or you're feeling a little burnt out. I see it as you not wanting to jump the gun, not wanting to go diving into something that you feel maybe underqualified for or not prepared for. Some of you are just, you have a younger air sign that you're pulling away from. You don't want to guide them or lead them. But I feel like this is the way you feel, a little restless and a little burnt out maybe. You can't be as direct and as bold as you normally are. Perhaps you're afraid you'll regret an action. It's definitely time to reprioritize. And that impasse card speaks to that very much. This is a card of rerouting things. And I think that the rerouting has to start with your being overcommitted or disorganized. When the Two of Pentacles comes in reverse here, I see someone here that's like, I am really restless and unfocused. I'm kind of burnt out. I've been juggling so many things. I've ignored my emotions. I cannot keep all my balls in the air. I'm overcommitted, and I really need to reprioritize. Be flexible and adaptable. Prioritize what's most important to you. So I see you just kind of revamping things for yourself. Final outcome. My goodness, we have two pages here. We have the Page of Cups in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse. The Page of Cups in reverse speaks to our childhood wounds. But it's also where we have new ideas, but we feel a little creatively blocked up, and we are maybe experiencing some doubt. You're doubting your intuition, feeling a little creatively blocked up. Some of you may pull out of a social gathering this week. You may get a little bit of bad news. One of your kids might be feeling a little emotional and creatively blocked up right now. Address any feelings of insecurity. You may also be dealing with your wounded inner child. Watch out for being tugged towards immaturity. Watch out for vanity. Watch out for jealousy. And if you encounter someone like that in your life, you may need to take the lead and lovingly inspire that person or just cut ties with them. But remember what your guides are saying here, Libra. You will have to dip your toe in the water to make some changes. I think some of you are just feeling a little insecure in a situation. The Knight of Wands, or the Page of Wands in reverse, also feels a little frustrated. He's a little bored. The Page of Wands wants inspiration. It wants to look for limitless potential. It is in a mode of discovery. Some of you are having a hard time getting into Page energy because you've been in Queen and King energy and this Hermit energy for a long time, that you've forgotten that you can be new and insecure in some situations in life, and that's okay. The Page of Wands in reverse also reforms his idea. I see you reforming some things and reprioritizing about what inspires you and what you feel emotionally drawn towards. The Page of Wands wants you to redirect your energy on more of a spiritual path and face your self-limiting beliefs. I see you reforming your ideas, but I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that you are at a bit of an impasse. The path might be kind of obstructed right now, Libra. You're going to need to reroute. This is a reroute, okay? Not an ending. The path is blocked and you're at an impasse, but the goal is still there. Do not wait for your present situation to change. Stay focused and just find another path. You need to ask yourself, how adaptable am I? So I notice you're having a hard time with adaptation. You might also feel kind of frustrated as well because you can't move at the pace you want to. The pace will be what it will be, okay? How adaptable can you be? What does this card reveal about your feelings and your reaction to delays? Are you making the delay intentionally, or is it a delay that's out of your control? And how do you feel about it? The key idea here is change of direction, regroup, refocus. It's also protection from harm. You may be at an impasse because your angels are lining up a better time for an opportunity. This is about wisdom and opportunity and surrender. Very much about surrender to things you can't change and surrendering to the knowledge that there are things that you can change. I also see with destiny here, I think that you might need some help, but this is a card of taking a risk and daring to have your life the way you decide it will be and asking yourself, are you willing to make sacrifices to have what you desire? What tools do you need to form your own destiny? And are you ready for your destiny? The key ideas of this card are true love, taking a stand. It's a positive omen, but it's about radical thinking and radical acceptance, deep satisfaction, and the ability to change. Wow. What tools do you need? What are you willing to do here? Just keep in mind, Libra, your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. You are being called to use your voice and be clear about what your soul really wants. I think you've searched your soul about it long enough. It's just time to stop doubting yourself and go for these great new ideas. Yeah. All right, Libra, that's your reading for the second week in March here. This was really beautiful. Good things are coming. You just can't see them. Don't live in any illusions either. Move towards the sunlight. Don't ignore your emotions, but move towards the sun. I hope this reading helps you. Check out my other channel, Soma, Chandra, Libra, for different types of messages, in particular relationship. Okay, you guys? I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.